living on wild and free.
Hey, welcome to Living High, Wild, and Free. This is my brand new 2024 Lund Alaskan 1875 with a 90 horse tiller. And I just wanted to do a brief overview of the boat, go over the setup that I have, and what you get from the factory, just in case you're in the market for a boat, you want to get an idea for this new series that Lund just came out with. I'm not going to do a review. I'm not going to talk too much about the feel of the boat or my experience with the boat, just because I've literally only had it out on the water for like 4 or 5 hours now, just breaking in the engine. So even though I don't feel like I have enough, Ooh, the beard's in rough shape. Even though I don't feel like I have enough experience with the boat operating to give a good review on it, I do have a ton of experience. I mean, just hours and hours of figuring out mounting positions and, running wire and figuring out what's in this and that and blah, 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 blah. I mean, it doesn't look like I've done a lot, because, that's the way I want to keep it. I want to keep everything tucked away and nice and neat, and that's why it took me so long. And so I feel like I have a pretty good idea of what this boat has to offer, the features it has, and some certain things that I've kind of figured out along the way. So that's what I'm going to share in this video here, and we'll just start here in the back. This is the biggest upgrade to this new series, the 75 series, is that you can now mount a 90 horse for the 18-foot boat. I believe the last series for the 18 was 75 horse. And so you get a couple more horsies in the back, which this thing has a lot of get up and go. At max throttle, I was at 35 miles per hour. I think you could get a bit more out of it if you change the pitches. I have a 16 in the back, which is for loading this thing down. I mean, I want to get on plane when I got moose meat, I got camping gear, I got fuel, all that stuff. So I put a 16 in the back just to help with heavy loads. And it's a bit wider as well. So that's really the key differences between the last series and this series. Looking into the battery compartment, this Lund only allows, or from the manufacturer, only has in place one battery for the back end, which I'm kind of disappointed in. The way that Lund had it rigged up from the factory was the starter battery ran all of the electronics. So you hook up your graph and your charger, and then your lights and bilge pump all off of your starter. I do not like that. Do not like that setup. I do not like using my starter battery for anything besides just starting my engine. That's really all I want that battery to do, because I'm in remote areas and I always want the engine to start. So I rigged up this 12 volt 100 amp hour lithium battery to run all of my house stuff, and meaning by that is like graph, again, charger for the electronics, all of everything else, basically everything else on this boat is run off of this 100 amp hour battery. And I have a charging controller right there, and what this does is controls the amount of voltage and amps that are going to this battery from the alternator. And so it's doing smart stuff that I don't quite understand, to help control all that charging, and it's also isolating this battery when it drops below a certain voltage. So once this drops below, I believe it's 12.6 volts, this cuts it off and keeps it isolated, keeps it fresh, keeps it fully charged, so that when I go to start that engine, it's got plenty of power to do so. Once the alternator is charging this battery, it will then charge this battery once this has reached a certain voltage. So that's what I did. That's really the only other, like, that's the major thing that I did that I really didn't like from Lund. I really don't like that they only had that one tiny little battery compartment, and so I had to use up some rod locker space for that house battery. And then this is the other modification that I did. I put some graphs in. So looking from the captain's perspective here, right in the captain's chair, you can see nice line of vision on the graphs as you're rocking down the lake. Now, in Lund's photographs for this boat, so like promotional imagery for this boat, they have their graphs mounted right there. Okay, here's the engine. So they're tucked all the way back over there. And, you know, to give you a little bit of perspective, rocking down the lake, bouncing, everything's going good. Oh, I better check my depth. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm good. Rocking. Oh, am I still on my track? Oh, yeah, I am. Okay. All right. All right. Oh, let me check again. Holy God, oh, God, we're too shallow. We're off track. You know, I mean, I don't know. That just seems like such a headache. I get it that it's out of the way. That's kind of nice. So you have, you know, plenty of space up here. It's, you know, it's tucked away, but I don't, you know, the graphs, like, I mean, besides the motor and the dog, I think the graphs are probably, you know, one of the most important things on the boat. So I put it right there. I like this a lot, that I can reach up, you know, hit my waypoints, move the graphs around wherever I want them. You know, I'll have a live scope right there once I get that mounted. You know, to give you another idea, that's me. I'm 6'4". Okay, I'm reaching over and I can't even, I'm not even close. Okay, I mean, you literally have to get up, you know, I mean, no. No way. So just to give you an idea, that's what I did. I mean, of course, you can do it however you want. I mean, that's the great thing about pre-ordering a boat from the factory, is that you can do whatever you want to it. So that's what I did. That's really the only other modification that I have done to the boat so far. I wanted to get it on the water, get an idea of the feel for it and stuff before I went any further. Rod locker, which I've already illustrated beforehand, and then we have another one again over here. I just have some safety stuff, old greasy life jacket, and that's really it on the back end. I did open up these compartments, and these have foam underneath. So there's no electrical stuff, so you can mount whatever you want here. These boards are pretty stiff, so they could hold a decent amount of weight to them. For me, I wanted to be extra sure, so I actually put a piece of plywood here, and then bolted the ram mounts to that. So that really, I mean, this is super solid. That also gave me the ability to mount my live scope GLS 10 here for the live scope imagery, which is going to be on that graph there once I get it installed. So that's what I did. This is, I mean, super secure. These graphs aren't going to go anywhere, and you get a little bit of vibration control from those ram mounts, which I like. So yeah, that's really it for the back. Not too much to report back there. All right, welcome to Inside the Garage. As I was editing the video, I forgot to talk about these floor panels here. The lighting's not so good, but there's two panels on the floor that are metal on all sides. That, you know, extra storage space. I'll probably put tools, extra prop, that sort of thing in there. And then this is where the gas tank is. This boat features, I believe it's a 22-gallon tank, and they put it right in the center of the boat, basically. It sucks for storage. I mean, I understand why they did it, for balance, like, you know, have all this weight right in the center of the boat. It'll really help with balance, especially because it's down low. But it really impacts storage space on the boat, like underneath, like in, you know, some sort of cabinetry or something like that. It'd be super nice if you could put some rods in there or something like that. But there's the fuel tank, and that was it. I just wanted to include that 'cause as I was editing it, I forgot. So back to you on the lake. We have our fill spout for the gasoline there. And then these compartments here are dedicated to the trolling motor. Now, this is an add-on from the factory that I did. Or at least I think so. I'm pretty sure that this is an additional charge from the bare boat. So this could just be another storage area if you weren't interested in having a trolling motor, but nowadays I feel like everybody does. So you have your mounting plate or bracket for your battery, and then some wiring. Now this system, it calls for two 12-volt batteries. I'm going to put 100 amp hour batteries on either side, and then it runs up through here. I think there's a connector or something underneath, so because you only have two wires now here, so you have your positive and your negative. Well, excuse me, Remy's so used to being in the canoe, not having all this space, that this is typically where I put him, because he's good bow weight, you know, so he's up here keeping the weight down. In the front, that's not necessary, obviously, but he's just so used to it now that he doesn't want to leave. So anyways, yeah, so there must be some way that they're joined together underneath here, and then run up to a plug-in right there for the trolling motor. Yeah, I know, we'll get going here soon. I'm getting hungry too, man. And yeah, that's really it, as just kind of a general overview of the boat. Yeah, I don't want to give too much of my opinion on it just yet. I mean, of course, it's brand new. I literally went from a square stern, like, you know, canoe that you can mount a little like 5-horse motor on, to this. Okay, so it's awesome. You know what I mean? Like, it's totally biased. Like, it's brand new. I don't have a ton of experience with, like, you know, big boats like this, and I don't feel like I can give a good review. So that's it for the overview of the boat. Stick around. I'm at the end of this video, like when I get back to the boat launch, I'm going to do a quick review on the, or sorry, not a review, but overview of the trailer, and just kind of give you an idea of what this boat looks like out of the water, how it sits on the trailer, that sort of thing. So let's go back to the launch. What do you think? You ready? You ready for some dinner, man? I'm hungry. Let's go. All right, we're back. Remy's pumped to be back on shore for all the good sniffs and piss. Huh? Yeah, I know you are. Yeah, I know what you're doing over there. Huh? Marking your territory? Yeah, nice. Good job. All right, so this is it on the trailer here. Oh, sorry, buddy. Jeez Louise, I know. Gosh, I'm sorry. Remy almost tripped me and then I stepped on his paw. Oh, gosh. What a team we are. Yeah, so this is it on the trailer. This is Lund's bow protector that I ordered with this boat from the factory. So this is an additional charge. And it's just a kind of a thick cloth. I'm not sure what it's made out of. But it's, you know, it feels pretty durable. You know, for this kind of stuff where I'm close to the city, it's not too far of a drive down a dirt road. I'm just going to mount what's called a bow buddy on the trailer here to help protect from the rocks and stuff. The reason I got this additional protection is this boat is going to drive hundreds, thousands of miles on dirt roads, and they're going to be really rough. And it's going to, if I didn't have this, if I didn't have like double the protection, it would literally just sandblast this whole thing. I'm not even exaggerating. So that's why I got that, just for added protection. Bow buddy up front to help guard rocks and other debris. So this is the galvanized roller trailer from Lund. This is their top tier or whatever. It's their most expensive that they offer for this boat here. See underneath here, you got the rollers. Another nice feature is that these things roll too. Super easy to get the boat on and centered. Once I got it lined up with the wheels in the back, really easy to get her on. These came from the factory, just like that. Real easy, super nice. Not quite sure how, is that how that works? Oh, there we go. Oh, all right. Yeah, that's pretty slick. Oh man, I don't know, that's a little too nice for me. Wait, how do we do this again? Oh, all right, wait, hold on. Oh, wait, we gotta keep, oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, really easy. The reason I went with the galvanized, again, dirt roads, thousands of miles on dirt roads, getting to very remote areas. Oop, there we go. Nice. And galvanized can take that kind of abuse and not rust. If it was painted, this whole thing sandblasted. I mean, I know that you think that I'm exaggerating, but after you drive, you know, a couple hundred miles on just dirt road, jeez, so rough. I actually might move. Well, we'll see with the bow buddy how this does. I might just remove this and just, you know, keep it in the back of my truck, because again, super rough. So yeah, that's the setup. That's it in a nutshell. That's what you get if you order straight from Lund. A couple add-ons. I think that 24-volt trolling motor system is also an add-on. The bow protector is an add-on. The boat, I can't remember, I think it's around 2,000 pounds, and it really rides super nice, like especially with that motor on it. When I bought the motor separately from the boat. So I bought the boat at a different dealership and I bought the motor just because I wanted the Yamaha. The Lund dealership did not offer the Yamaha. They were only Mercury dealers, so I got them separately. So driving it back home, my truck was squatted. I mean, all the weight was just like this on the trailer. But now you can see it's really nicely balanced. Very happy the way it pulls. I appreciate you watching all the way until the end, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. If you think this boat is going just, you know, to little lakes like this, you got another thing coming. That boat is going to be doing some amazing adventures, things that I've dreamt of since I was a little kid. I mean, honestly, I mean, that's literally why I bought this boat, is to get to very remote areas, to get to unbelievable fishing, unbelievable wilderness camping, unbelievable hunting. Yeah, that's right. Moose, bear, oh yeah. Load this thing up with camping gear and meat. That's what I'm talking about. So stay tuned also for electrical video. I'll tell you how I wired this thing all up with a starter, house battery, and charging my trolling motor batteries off of the alternator, because that's really important when you're out in the middle of nowhere and there's no electrical source besides that. And well, the sun's gone, but that thing over there, that's not as reliable as that. I mean, it's always there, you know, but just like that, you know. So that's why it's really important to have the alternator charging batteries as well, just as a backup. So that video is coming, and a review video too. Like once I get more comfortable, once I get a good feeling for the boat, I'll put out a review video, and of course all kinds of wilderness content. So that's it. I'm rambling. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep living high, wild, and free.